Yep. Welcome to another episode of The Discussion. And you are now rocking with the bad guy, aka Captain Caveman, CJ Dub, and my esteemed colleague, the self-proclaimed good guy, Mr. Facts himself, Brother E-Day.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. I'm the people's choice, man. I've never been self-proclaimed, man. So let me just throw that disclaimer out there, man. So, look, I gotta throw shade back, man, when shade is thrown, baby.
I don't think the people chose you.
I think the people chose me.
No.
Well, I'm just trying to understand why you don't believe that.
The people didn't choose you.
Okay. Hey, look, the viewers out there, man, if y'all choosing E-Dale, man, that's the good guy, man. Y'all holler at me, man. Let me know, man. Let my partner know, man, the bad guy. He wants me to be in his boat with him, the bad guy.
Well, I was given that, but I wear it well.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure people in the comment section wear what they wear very well. So if it's your first time tuning in, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get your notifications each and every time we drop some new content. And furthermore, Brother Dale.
Yes, sir.
It's the PayPal pinned above.
Man, you already know it's pinned up there, baby.
So if the PayPal is pinned above, if you feel charity in your heart, drop off a little change for your brothers. Help build up the show. We got community work getting ready to start soon.
Yep.
Hoodies for the homeless.
Yep.
Shout out to sister, my cousin Anissa, and the whole initiative that they got going on with that.
That's right.
So make that donation, make that pledge.
That's
and
right.
if you don't have PayPal, you can also do it via Cash App at $CJ Dove.
That's right. And $23 Rick, man. The only time you get to call me by my real name.
The only time.
The only time, man, you get to call me by my real name.
Like, I don't care what you say, bro. That whole E thing.
What? You don't like it?
I don't like it.
Why?
Because you fooled us our whole life.
I didn't fool you. You just never asked. You never asked.
You was calling yourself E.
No, you guys was like you saying now. I'm the self-proclaimed. No, I'm not the self-proclaimed E. Everybody else called me E. I didn't give myself that name. Listen, y'all gave me that name and it stuck so bad. My dad called me E right now today. When I call my dad, he answers the phone. What's up, E? That's what he say.
That's crazy.
Everybody calls me E. My sister.
Is there a E anywhere in your name?
There you go. There he
I'm
goes.
just curious. Curious minds want to know.
Obviously, you had a great day. So, man, how was your day today?
I'm pretty good, man. It's hot. It's really, really hot outside, man. So y'all make sure y'all hydrate, stay safe. You know what I'm saying? I was in the back earlier building my crates, man, to do the crate challenge, man.
Yeah.
You gonna do it with me, E?
Listen, man, I'm not a spring chicken. And look, I can't afford to fall off there and hurt myself and can't get to work in the morning.
Come on, E.
I can't do it, brother. I'm sorry. I mean, look, Craig, how about this? How about I watch and record you doing it?
Nah, you gotta do it with me.
I can't do it.
You gotta do it with me, bro.
And listen, if the viewers ask me to do it with you, I'll do it with you. That's the only way I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to all the people out there doing the crate challenge. It looks really fun. And shout out to my brother, Big Bro, Cool Cam, who said we ought to be having fun. Why are we knocking people for having fun?
I agree with that.
And I agree with that. So if people want to climb up on crates and fall and bust their ass, hey, that's their business. Let them have their fun.
You know what? You put it like that. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's something fun to do, but I just don't want to hurt myself. You know, let's try to make it a low crate challenge for me.
Low crate challenge?
Yeah, the low crate challenge for E-Dale.
We gotta climb up on them things, bro.
Can I do like another challenge, like jump in the cold water or something? I mean, like the ice bucket challenge or something?
Nah, none of that.
Let me do something else.
But anyway, moving right along. Can we get to the classic of the day?
Let's get to
Can we get a classic of the day? The classic of the day comes from a brother who was part of the legendary hip-hop crew.
Yo, who you got, son?
That crew will be the Juice Crew.
Okay, juicing it. You juice crewing it up this week.
His roots come from Queensbridge.
Who is it?
He came out the gate with songs like I'm Black and I'm Proud. Then he redefined himself years later. Drop Grand Groove.
Yo, who you got, son?
Played a major part in the groundbreaking hip-hop album, The War Report, by Capone and Noriega.
Ooh, you must got somebody vicious.
So you don't know what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about the living legend himself, Tragedy Gaddafi.
Ooh.
And the classic we're gonna give y'all today, one of my all-time favorites. Yeah, back in the days, man. Shout out to Face, man. You know what I'm saying? Back in that time, man. You know what I mean? Locking up in Rocks Lounge, they throw that joint on. What was the dude, the DJ Kente? That was his shit. You know what I mean?
I got kicked out of Rocks Lounge and couldn't go back. Tracy
Montgomery, shout out, rest in peace to Tracy, man. Like, yo, we was up in there heavy back then.
That was huge back then.
Yeah, for real.
What was that? Was that 5th Street, 10th Street?
Don't.
It was around the corner. It was around that way though.
I could take you to it, but
that's crazy. It's been that long, man.
Yeah, man.
But yo, look, that's perfect, man. It's a segue to get into the show, man. Because I got a topic for you, man. Because I want the story's been breaking about the legend. You know what I'm saying? One of the hip hop icons has been around in a minute. Mm-hmm. Still a living legend.
Living legend.
They saying Fat Joe out here telling. The people are saying Fat Joe out here telling, and of all people, they say he told on 6ix9ine as well. I'm hearing reports now, allegedly. Let me say that.
Everything is alleged because from my understanding, they can't really verify if the paperwork is official or not.
Okay. So people been pulling paperwork, checking paperwork on this.
Well, ever since the story broke. Like I said, I broke the story last night. A good friend of mine sent it over to me.
Right.
The thing was, I put it out, but then I took it down because I didn't know if the legitimacy of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We didn't know the legitimacy of the art, of what's going on, of the paperwork and all that. So.
Right. Yeah.
But look, let me ask you this. Now, Fat Joe's an icon. Even right now to the day with how the climate is socially, do you think that'll stain his reputation as one of the hardcore street hip hop artists?
No.
No? You don't think so?
Nah. Because, and there's a reason for that. I just don't think the standards are different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hell, Rick Ross is a perfect example of that. You know, I don't even know how to address this, but I mean, it's more, who cares, man? Like, you know what I mean? Right. I know I really don't care, bro.
Right.
Like, to me, a lot of these dudes, man, it could be, let's just say this is true. You're gonna have some people who just, they're gonna listen to his music regardless. It's not like it's gonna be official boycott of certain artists when they cross these lines or whatever.
Right.
I mean, it's entertainment, bro. Right. Like, so it don't make me, excuse me, I don't know Fat Joe. I don't hang out with Fat Joe. I don't know anything about that man, so I don't care if he told or not. Hey, you know, he got to sleep with that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
If he did, he got to sleep with that. I look at it, I keep telling people, man, you can't, a lot of times I don't know Fat Joe like you say either.
Right.
But a lot of times you can't, these people are not doing what they say they're doing in their music. You know what I'm saying? So look, don't glorify some of the stuff that you hear, and don't look at some of these rappers as your model or your role models. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them. I read a quote today from KRS-One. Was it yesterday? And I'm just paraphrasing because I can't remember it all. But it was on a quote. I think it was one of his lyrics. He said a rapper talks about. I don't know how he said. A rapper talks when a rapper talks about violence or something, and
things that are illegal.
Yeah, things that are illegal, and an MC talks about MC rap about things that uplifts his people. That's what he was saying. So when I think about stuff like that, that's what I think about. So I have to talk when I put it. If I'm putting it into perspective with hip hop and snitching with Fat Joe, I'm just saying, look, man, do things that uplift your people.
Meek Wills, shout out to Meek Wills, my beautiful stepdaughter who's in the comments.
Your stepdaughter?
Yeah, man, that's my stepdaughter.
Come on, bro.
She got a dope comment. She says, I hope he ain't told on 6ix9ine, not snitching on the snitch. You know what I mean? It's like, was he once again? This is like this, man. Like, everybody seen Training Day. I mean, do you really think Denzel Washington is Alonzo? That's kind of like how I look at these rappers that I don't know. And I see people get all up in arms and then they feelings about it.
Right.
About, you know what I'm saying, anything from Dev to B. People, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's just goofy.
Yeah, it is.
Now, Fat Joe is a snitch. I think that's extremely goofy of him. Yeah. In the stances he took, especially against Tekashi.
That's why I say I don't know if look, anybody just can't validate that paperwork. It's gonna have to be somebody, you know what I'm saying, that has something to do with that paperwork to be able to validate that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you even need that, but like I said, me personally, I don't know. I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just say, just leave hip hop out of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make hip hop look.
But that's but you know, that's what hip hop is now. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we just went through this with Jim Jones, Whack 100. I mean, every time you turn around,
right,
there's another rapper being accused of that. When truth be told, I mean, probably not many of them are still in the streets.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Somebody who has as much money as Fat Joe, you know, he may got lines to the streets, but I mean, you're not a street guy no more, man. You've been a millionaire for 20 years, man, if not longer.
Look, this is what I think of the whole snitching thing. I think people just need to knock it off. I mean, even with just that, because look, man, I just say do things that are positive. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your life or spend your life doing something that, you know what I'm saying, crazy, or putting yourself in positions where people do tell on you. I mean, look, you gotta look out for your community, man. You gotta start watching over your communities. You know what I'm saying? I want to see green grass in the community where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I want to see grass on the houses. I want to see the houses built up, right, painted, black-owned stores in the community. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. I want to see that. I don't want to be talking about people snitching. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the gun violence stop. You know what I'm saying? I want to see us stop turning on each other for a little or nothing. This right here, this story that broke about Fat Joe that went viral like that, it's just really in a couple of days it'll fizzle out.
And for the people who just tuned in, this is per Hip Hop DX magazine. The article states Fat Joe, a former Terror Squad rapper, Fat Joe and former Terror Squad rapper Cuban Link have a long and ugly history with each other. The two do not get along, and they've tried several shots at each other through the years. After criticizing Fat Joe for missing the Big Pun Street naming ceremony in April of this year, Cuban Link is back with a serious allegation against the Bronx legend. Now, I'm going to stop the article right there. I'm going to read the rest, but this is another factor that comes into this.
Right.
Cuban Link. Shout out to Cuban Link. But at the same time, the fact that it's coming from him,
it makes it credible. Does it make it a little more credible?
It makes it less credible.
It makes it less credible.
In my...
Okay, why? I mean, I know him and Cuban Link got beef, but why?
Well, I mean, for the people who don't know, Cuban Link was a member of Terror Squad. Actually, if you listen to songs, right, you know, like Off the Book to a Beat Nuts, Cuban Link is on it. Him and Pun got several songs together. After Pun died, he got kicked out of Terror Squad. There was an incident at, I want to say, Jimmy's Cafe. Cuban Link face got cut, and so they have a long history of BS. He can't stop talking about. He's been talking about Fat Joe for what year Pun died? 2000. He's been talking about Fat Joe for 21 years.
That's a long time.
Cuban Link. Now Fat Joe will go years and years without even mentioning Cuban Link. Cuban Link constantly keep Fat Joe's name in his mouth. Why? I don't know. So,
I'm just hearing you talk about like that whole thing, and it does make sense because I'm like, look, I thought Cuban Link was close to him, so I was like, I would be more like, I would lean towards the credibility of the story. But being that you put it like that, 21 years that he's been going at it with him, or
he's been constantly dissing him, constantly talking about him.
So
for 21 years.
Maybe he's just trying to get back in the spotlight. Maybe he's trying to get a platform like all the other people doing out here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's one of those things, or maybe he's still upset about being kicked out of Terror Squad when Pun died. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, but look, I don't know what will make him come out and say this like this, or even put a story out like this, because look. Man, Fat Joe ain't rocking with you, said nothing about you, rocking with you, keep it moving, keep it pushing. So my thing would be, why are you worried about this man?
That's an age-old question. I'm pretty sure when you look at, you know, some of the success Fat Joe has had, people in that circle, shout out to all of them. Cuban Link, Remy, Armageddon, Prospect, you know what I'm saying? All of them, you know, those people aren't around anymore.
Right.
So when they, you know, it is possible. But Cuban Link, like I said, they did have a serious issue where Cuban Link got cut, and they just been at it for years. So the fact that this paperwork is coming from him, I don't like the way that sounds.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, look, that's fair. I get it because I can understand the story. Because look, I'm just saying, look, that type of thing in communities are very serious too. You can mess up your reputation and all sorts of things. I mean, it could actually get you hurt or end up getting somebody else hurt. The person. I think that this should stop now before someone do get hurt.
People have been hurt,
but worse than before. You know what I'm saying? You don't want this to be like one of those stories where it ended tragic. They seen each other, or the crew seen each other. I mean, look. Even if you feel that way and the paperwork came out, so look, let me ask you: is it a physical document out there with Fat Joe's name on it? Let me just ask that: is there a physical document?
There is that's what I had last night. I had my hands on it last night. Shout out to Mel, because Mel.
Well, just post it to the page again today anyway.
Well, I posted the actual article.
Okay.
But this is before anybody really got a hold of it. Only maybe. Right. The only person I saw cover it was MREC. Right. Shout out to MREC TV. But MREC was the only one that I saw covering it at that time.
So you're telling me you breaking stories early like that?
I have to make sure that the legitimacy of it, you know what I mean? Because
I get
that's just me. Like, if my name is attached to it, if I throw some information out there, I would like for it to be official. And it was so early in the game with that. You know what I mean? When I thought about it, I was just like, okay, I'm not able to get more information on this story. So just let me fall back until until I get more information.
Hey man, that's the responsible thing to do. You sound like a parent.
I am a parent. Shout out to London. Shout
out to L Dog. Her new name L Dog, because I was looking at her right now. She got those nice little white kicks on the floor. Those Air Force Ones, beautiful white. Those shoes that I can't afford no more. The shoes I buy now cost like $30,
man,
$35. No, really. No, really. I'm not lying to you. I go to the outlet to get my sneakers.
Yeah, me too.
You know I can't afford that. I can't pay a mortgage and buy Air Force Ones.
Whatever, man. On Wednesday, August 25th, Cuban Link took his Instagram with a pair of posts regarding Fat Joe, real name Joseph Antonio Carter Jr., talking to police back when he was hustling in the Bronx. The first post shared was a news broadcast by veteran radio personality Star on his YouTube show, The Star Report, speaking on the paperwork he received that claims Fat Joe snitched. Fat Joe exposed on snitching charges, Cuban Link wrote in the caption. Big shout out to Star for reporting the truth and keeping it 100.
Right.
Now you might understand why I couldn't get along with that animal, but I guess let's wait for the authenticity of the paperwork.
Oh man, he put it out there. So look, he making a disclaimer.
Now that's coming from Cuban Link.
Listen, anytime somebody come out like that and speak in that manner about it and say, let's just wait for the verification. Look, I'm actually interested in waiting now. You know what I'm saying? Looking at that document, you know what I'm saying, on the screen, I'm just like, yo, this is crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So Star is the person who actually broke the story. Shout out to Star too. Right. I said MREC, but MREC was the one that I saw reporting on it. I didn't know Star was reporting on it at the time, so I don't know, man. But like I said, I really don't care, man. I don't hang out with Fat Joe, man. I don't care if he's snitching out. Tell on everybody for all I care.
Right. Well, look, what else juicy we got going on in the community out here? You know what I'm saying? Because I know, look, man, you've been covering these stories, man, and look, I like Fat Joe. Don't get it twisted. And I'm not saying I wouldn't cover Fat Joe. I like everything he's doing in the streets, his movements. But, you know, really, like I said, I don't care.
Right.
Yeah, I say, look, man.
I'm sick of this stuff. Like, for real, like, it's not even, you know, I even feel a way about even talking about it today because, all right, man, I ain't giving this stuff no energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares, man? These dudes, I would urge everybody, man, stop taking these rap dudes serious, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Unless you really rocking with them like that, yo, they don't look at them like they your homie for real.
Right. They act like they their homies. Like we've been kicking it for years. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I mean, you see that, man. Like, you know, if I say something about your favorite rapper, yo, cats be ready to fight.
Don't look. You can say something about anybody except for Eminem.
Yo,
don't say anything about Eminem.
Y'all done got
you good.
I done got death threats over Eminem.
But look,
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. On YouTube, I be wishing I could post my pictures in the comments. I love messing with the stands, man. Yo, they really hate me. Wu-Tang stands, Eminem stands, like every chance I get, man, I mess with these people, like, because
and you thrive off. Look, it's real. Fun. It gives you a thrill to do that too,
man. It's fun.
Look, and every time you do that, you have this crazy look in your eye. Yeah. And when I see you, I say, he owns something. I know this. Yeah. I know this Negro getting ready to do something.
Absolutely.
Can I call you Negro?
Nah, Uncle C, man. It's Uncle C.
Uncle C.
Captain King, man.
Uncle C.
CJ, man. Take your pick, man.
Okay.
Ooh, you see who just popped in the comments?
Hey, don't do that to me, man. Come on, See, look, you got some people that'll rock with you, like especially on live. But when we get together, they be like,
"No, did you see who else popped in the comments?"
No,
you didn't see?
No.
There's a name there right at the very bottom on my phone that says Lisa Faye Williams.
Man, come on, man, stop it, man. Come on, man.
What's up, now?
Hey, Auntie, I appreciate you coming in. But don't tune off, Auntie. Just share it with your friends. Let them watch it, because this guy here, every time you see your name or picture or see Meek Wills, he feels like he has to pour out his heart. Absolutely. You're such a gentleman. You know that?
Every time.
He's such a gentleman, Auntie.
Every time.
Auntie, he's such a gentleman that he has to pour his heart out to you every time he sees you.
Every time out, bro. But moving right along, man. You know, another trending story that's been kind of going on is Noriega and Wu-Tang. For those people who missed that, it was an interview with Mickey Facts, who the story they were telling was the story when Joe Budden got beat up by Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, I missed all of that.
That was years ago. But Joe Budden got touched up by Wu-Tang, and Mickey Facts happened to be with him at that particular time. So they were basically retracting the story and talking about the good times. And then it comes apart in the interview where Mickey Facts was talking about like how Joe Budden had to apologize, right? Well, it's on camera, man.
I'm gonna go watch it. But
okay. I forget that you don't know none of the story. What it was I want to say it was either I think it was Ed Lover.
Okay.
I think it was Ed Lover. Ed Lover had did a top 50 MCs or something like that, right?
Right.
And it was like a tournament where they was matching up rappers against rappers, and you know they moved to the next round, kind of like NCAA, right?
They just created a hip hop bracket,
right? And then one of the brackets it ended up with Method Man versus Joe Budden.
Whoa!
And Method Man moved forward by the voting. You know what I mean? And Joe Budden, when he went on the show, he basically said that y'all bugging. Meth was nice in his time, but in 2010 or whatever year it was, he basically said, "Yo, I eat him, man. Yo, that nigga's food." So, fast forward a bit. Method Man was not happy about it, and eventually Raekwon and some of his goons ran into Joe Budden, and there was a problem. And Joe Budden got punched in the eye. Mickey Facts was there.
It was the Wu way. They did it the Wu way.
Yeah, they did it the Wu way. And from that standpoint, so this is the story that Nori and Mickey Facts is talking about on the show. And Nori kind of makes a joke like about Joe Budden having to apologize. He was like, Raekwon made him apologize to the whole Wu-Tang Clan, not. He was like saying that not only did he have to apologize to Wu-Tang Clan, he had to apologize to the Wu-Tang affiliates as well.
Oh man, Ray made him do that? Really? Yo, I missed. Where was that? Okay.
That was a fact.
Yeah, I know why I missed it.
But this is where it went wrong. The manner in which Nori said that, he called them flunkies. Like he called By name, he said Sons of Men and
oh man, come on, man.
Sons of Men was mentioned and Shaheem was mentioned.
Woo. Shaheem?
Yeah, Shaheem, and they kind of it was a joke. He called them flunkies though. He was like he had to apologize to the flunkies, like you know
he went too far.
He said the niggas that don't really exist. So once he put that out there, of course. The other Wu-Tang members were not happy with what had happened.
So look, let me ask you. So that beef, so that because I've never even heard about that, a beef between Wu-Tang or Method Man. So when he caught Joe Budden, he made Joe Budden apologize like on camera to everybody. Did Joe Budden apologize?
Yeah. He got punched in his face.
Oh, that's crazy.
That video is probably on YouTube somewhere. Like I remember seeing it years ago.
You gotta be careful what you say, cause some of these people are who they say they are, and they really don't care. But I'm just saying, look, I've never doubted who the Wu, you know what I'm saying, who they were, where they came from, all over New York City, all over the borough.
But see, this is okay. Me and Voice had the same conversation, and I have to tell you the same way I told him. I'm a big Wu-Tang fan. You know what I mean? I love Wu-Tang, but I think some of this stuff is ridiculous. You can't. How you gonna knock a man for having his opinion and believing in himself?
Well, I mean,
and believing that what am I supposed to say? That you're better than me, or whatever. Now you could go about that and leave the legends' names out of your mouth. You could do that, right? But okay, if he did say it, he deserves to have his legs broke and get beat up for saying that. Like
no, he don't.
To me, that's corny.
But it is. It's corny. But look, you know, some people are just feel about that. You already know about like that lifestyle that they came from, or the era that they came from growing up. It was really hard for us growing up as kids. You think we would be offsprings of Wu-Tang if we lived up, if we was raised in New York. You know what I'm saying? Because we would be in that age where we would have followed them. Those are the people, and they coming up. Those people lived those hardest lives growing up in those 80s, the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. You know what I'm saying? Those was the hard times growing up. So they expressed that, and they really carried that true. It's not like it is now. The way it grew up with all the social media and the technology and how everything plays. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. You don't see people outside on the corners fighting like, you know what I mean? Doing the things that they would do or we would do growing up. I think that we probably was the last generation to do that. It wasn't long after us before all that stopped. You know what I'm saying? So that beef between Raekwon, with the Wu and them, I don't think it was worthy. It wasn't worthy of Joe Budden getting jumped on. People gonna be who they are.
It's hip hop talk, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm a big Wu-Tang fan.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they definitely are icons and legends.
Right.
And I wouldn't, just out of respect for them being legends, I wouldn't say what Joe Budden said. But at the same time, if you put it in proper context,
right.
You know, like when you start putting hands on people and stuff like that, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Right.
So is somebody worth dying over that comment? Over somebody saying
nobody's worth dying over that comment.
Oh, like you understand
nobody's
what I'm saying?
Worth dying over that comment.
So I don't like that. They have.
But this is my thing.
They have a history of that.
Let me ask you this: do Joe Budden actually know members of the Wu-Tang Clan? I mean, like, as far as kicking it with him, hanging with him, because look, I'm just saying.
I mean, at that time, no, like he didn't.
Okay, but let me ask you this: do Joe Budden know how they move in the street? Like those dudes, like Raekwon, or Ghostface, and them dudes, he know how they move in the street, though, right?
I mean, once again, it don't matter.
No, I'm just saying. No, I know. I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying. Look, this is my thing.
No, what I'm trying to Joe Budden obviously didn't feel like what he said would warrant somebody to put their hands on him.
Look, and I agree with him. I agree, but what I'm just saying is, look, Joe Budden could have probably just, look, these are guys that you probably just don't want. It's certain people that you already know that you just probably just don't want to keep poking them. Leave these dudes alone. They're not bothering you. And look, it's okay to have confidence and say, yo, I'm better than this dude. I'm the baddest. I can say that in a way where it don't offend or affect people.
Right.
I don't have to go crossing lines saying this person trash, your crew members trash. Because some people take that personally. Because some of those people in the Wu-Tang Clan, some of those guys.
That's what he didn't say it that quite that way. He said, and he specified the year. If I'm going to say it was like 2010, he was like, you mean in 2010? He was like, when it comes to that mic, I'll eat man. In 2010, now we judging people on they in their prime or whatever. You know, that may be a different story. But he was saying in 2010,
he could have.
Yeah, I can handle.
Well, I mean, but it's nothing wrong with saying that. If he said it in that way,
Wu-Tang Clan, it was a problem because they ran up on it.
I think that it probably was more of a problem when he started calling the other guys trash. They food. I mean,
but he didn't say that.
And then what you just said earlier?
No, I'm talking about Noriega.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Noriega called the Wu-Tang affiliates flunkies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, look, I don't know why they targeted Fat Joe then. If Nori, maybe because his he was with him. Nori.
Nori was okay. Because you confused up a little bit. Let me uncross your wires. You asked me about the Joe Budden situation, and I told you what happened with Joe Budden. Okay. Joe Budden said what he said about meth, and Raekwon ended up running into him, and they had a little fight. Right. Okay. Fast forward to last month. Noriega on Drink Champs was doing an interview with Mickey Facts. I thought this was
all happening back then.
Nah. Okay. This happened last month.
That's why I was like, where have I been?
So Mickey Facts was telling the story, like what happened. And it was like basically Raekwon and them, they was like, told Joe Budden if he ain't do X, Y, and Z, they was gonna break Mickey Facts' legs.
Oh, see, I'm thinking you were saying they was gonna break Joe Budden legs. You talking about Mickey? Okay.
No, they punched Joe Budden got punched.
Yeah, but they was gonna break Mickey. Yeah.
They were gonna break Mickey.
So
Facts
Joe Budden
legs.
apologized.
And Joe Budden apologized.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
And Joe Budden apologized to evidently the entire Wu-Tang Clan.
He didn't want Mickey legs broke.
So that's where the joke from Nori came in. Okay. When Nori said he had to apologize to the Wu-Tang Clan and the Wu-Tang
affiliates.
I got you. The flunkies.
I got you.
He called them flunkies.
I got you. I thought he was telling you was talking about he was gonna break. I didn't know you said he was gonna break. I thought you said Mickey just broke the story and they was gonna break his legs.
Nah.
They was gonna break Mickey legs.
Nah. You got it all wrong.
I had it all wrong. Listen, I'm sitting over here. I'm like, hold up, yo, that is crazy.
Yeah, so it's a bit much, man.
Yeah, that is crazy. I just think that look, sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes you can't say everything. It's a freedom of speech. You do have freedom of speech, but it's not always good to say what you want to say all the time, or what you're thinking all the time, because it might just get you an eye jamming. You know what I'm saying? So,
like Joe Budden.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Joe Budden. He got punched in his face, and he did apologize to everybody. But you know, as far as Nori go, now Mickey Facts did come out and give a public apology, and actually. Shout out to Killer Priest. Killer Priest has a podcast. Right. And Mickey Facts did go to the podcast and talk to the Wu-Tang members personally. Okay. And basically, you know, apologize for his behavior. Right. Which the real comments really didn't come from him, but he kind of like rolled along with it in a sense. You know what I mean? Which I don't know why he would do that after he was about to get his legs broke years ago. So I would have been like, nah, like, hey,
y'all go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm good.
But at the end of the day, that's what happened.
Yeah, he could put himself in harm's way. Anything could have happened.
Right. So that happened. I still have not seen anything from Nori about the situation. Right. But me knowing how Nori and you know, Raekwon, like the type of relationship they have, I'm pretty sure they talk behind the scenes.
Okay, all right. So yeah, because I mean, look, I'm sure some of them do.
I'm pretty positive.
But look, that's crazy.
That a conversation with, because matter of fact, Wu-Tang been on that show a few times.
Listen, I feel Joe Budden for apologizing, because if I look at it, if it was me in my situation, you know what I mean? If somebody had you, like, yo, E, if you don't apologize, E, I'm gonna break CJ legs, or vice versa. I'm gonna break E legs.
You gonna apologize?
Man, I'm gonna apologize on the spot. You ain't breaking my partner legs, man. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Yeah, my partner like that kung fu fighting. He can't break his legs.
Well, you know, for me, it will come down to how you treated me.
You can't do the crate challenge if your legs broke.
Yeah, shout out to everybody doing the crate challenge.
Yeah, I want you to do the crate challenge, baby.
I'm gonna do it.
Listen, look, when I seen that post today, you talking about you doing the crate challenge. Look, I couldn't get on the day at work. I've been real busy all week working school, and I was sitting there, seen the post. I said,
Right.
Man, this joker need to sit down somewhere. Right. He be on the ground back there hollering, come get me.
Yeah, that's what I do.
London, Cherie, come get me.
You can be my stunt double, man.
I can't. Listen, you're gonna have to do the low crate challenge.
Yo, me and Uncle Chappelle, and Al, man, we doing the crate challenge tomorrow. I'm already set up in the backyard. What up, fellas? What y'all gonna do?
Can I go back there and take a picture and post it? It brought me back.
Do you got balls?
I got balls right now.
I mean, cause I don't want to beat for you.
No, throw that joint on you threw on last night. I got balls right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Man,
you gonna give it up like that?
I'm gonna give it up right now. On the show, I'm gonna end the show with this joint. You know what I'm saying?
D, don't embarrass me.
I'm gonna end the show with this joint, and I'm gonna kill it.
So all I gotta do is find you a beat.
Oh, give me that joint you put on last night.
Oh, you want the same?
I want that joint you put on last night. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That was ill.
Talk to the people. I'm gonna dig in the crates,
man. I want that joint. And listen, this for Hey, if you out there, man, I'm gonna give you my hardest 16, because I rock with you, and I know you've been asking for this since you know what I mean? Been out the dungeon. I'm back now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring St. John E. Dale out right now, the one that got kicked off the stage at the Armory when I was doing a show for Rico Cotton. You remember Rico Cotton kicked me and Spanky off stage for cursing? He kicked us off stage. We did a concert. Listen, and he kicked us off stage.
Shout out to Rico too, man.
Rico kicked us off stage, cut music and everything. On homeboys, we grew up with you, raised with you. We were mad about that.
That must have been a hell of an experience.
Oh man, me and Spanky were mad. We were mad. We got kicked off the stage. He backed the truck up and it had this big long flatbed in there. This joint, you know what I'm saying, for the stage.
Yo, you know what? If you kick some of your old balls,
I'm gonna kick something right now.
You kick some of your old balls, I kick some of my old.
All right, man, we gonna give a show
I'm
like
talking about the kid balls.
We gonna give a special. We gonna give a special right now. I'm gonna give a special. We gonna give a special.
Gotta find the beat first.
Yeah, I mean, we gonna give a special right now on the show, man, on the discussion. We have never done this before. And listen, we gonna go back to our old, you know what I mean, hip hop days when we was out there in the street doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that was that joint, yo.
I'm gonna see what you got. You don't disappoint me.
Listen,
so I'm telling you,
I got something for you.
I'm telling you, because we going back to
listen.
1994.
I'm going back. Listen, I got something for you when I was really hardcore. I'm gonna turn me up in the headphones. Hold on. Hey yo, this right here for everybody out there, man, from the field, man. I'm gonna do this for y'all, cause I know you listening, and this is the last time and the only time I'm gonna do this for y'all right here on live. Yo, 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 yo. Alright, here you go.
Back in the day, ball.
Run for cover. Blasting text right next to me. Best to be prepared when it comes to address and eat. So check it out. It's that ill spectacular. Biting like Dracula. I'm back like an Acura. I'm back me up like Return of the Jedi. For those brothers that said I was blind like my dead eye. My red eyes abandoned from the weed I inhaled. Now I dwell down in hell where a keen sense of smell. Trying, steadily dying. There's no denying. Mix of weed, now my eyes are bloodshot red from steady crying. So take caution, killing brothers without an honor. Then out your cannibal eating. You're like Jeffrey Dahmer. You had your yak in your stash. I knew you wouldn't blast. For the fact of the past, I knew you wouldn't last. Aiming my gun at his head because his brother scoping repeatedly at his brain to leave a nigga open. I'm off and on like a light switch. Brothers that might snitch. I go insane like OJ did that white. Ooh, through your ass in. Quick with a passion, no laughing. Having fatal thoughts of an assassin. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm dropping it like that. I'm giving it up.
Taking it back to 1994.
Yo, I want you to hit him with something though, C-Dub. Before we get
94?
out of here. Crack him over the head.
94? Hey yo, the girls call me C, the crew call me CeeLo. Rap was drugs, then nigga, I'm packing kilos.
Woo.
Distinctive styles that'll run you wild. Little niggas get rugged when I flip my foul. I terrorize the set with more props than Rick James. the baddest young punk to lead the stage in flames.
Woo!
When I hit up the track with the lyrical attack, my man E in the corner, down in 40s in the back. Word about how I hit up the track. Mother suckers get shut down. Underground, represent K-Town. Pull out 4 pounds. If a nigga try to test, I blow his head on the ground. Yeah, yo, coming out live, direct, in effect, motherfucker, my check. Chilling with my niggas up the hill, where I learned my skill. Getting ill, going up in your grill. With caps up hill, niggas can't get with it. Yes, me, it won't happen while I'm rapping. Then I'm clapping, you know the craps can. And these rap kids, niggas, they can't F it.
Yo, that's what's happening, my guy.
Back in the day, boss.
Yo,
I was getting some of the words.
Listen, that's all y'all getting tonight. Because I know y'all out there trying to tune in, telling your people to watch what's going on the discussion. I keep telling you, it's no show that's live right now. You will never find 2 other brothers that's flyer. Hey, yo, holla at me, man. K-Town's on 252 with the flyers, baby.
We got E-Hype, man. E-Hype.
I'm hyping here tonight.
Yeah,
You done got me on that joint.
I see you
Listen,
over there.
I feel like the spirit of P-Funk just overwhelmed me just then when I was kicking them balls.
Yo, you